Okay, good. All right. So, namaste, all. And we will start as we always do with our feet in front of us. We can see our toes, they're slightly pigeon-toed. Knees are relaxed. The feet in front relaxes the knees a little bit more, which you can tell if you bring your feet back and you put a little bit of pressure on the feet, you might feel your knees. Anyway, sometimes I didn't just then, but sometimes I feel a lot of pressure on my knees, and I know having the toes out takes away stress from the knees. So we're sitting as straight and tall as we can. Engage your abs, brace your abs so everything is as flat as it can be sitting. Bring your shoulders up to your ears and back and down. Upper arms are against your ribs. Palms are up. And bring your head back. Chin over sternum, ears over shoulders, as well as you can today, right now. So just wiggle the toes, put down the left big toe, right pinky, left pinky, middle toes on the right foot, all the toes on the left, all the toes on the right. So feel those toe pads. And scan your body. How are you feeling today? So really start with your toes, go up the ankles, go up the legs. Try to just be in touch with all your joints right now. Lips are closed, molars are apart. Eyelids are as relaxed as they can be. Try to relax them a little more. And you're breathing through your nose. Hopefully you can. How are your sinuses? In and out through your nose. With each exhale, see if you can relax your face a little bit more, your shoulders. And pretend you're looking at the person who is you sitting in that chair from one side or the other. How does that person look? Or you can think of seeing yourself reflected in a mirror or in a window. And see if you can straighten up a little bit more as you look at that person who is you reflected. And how are your jaws? Just breathe a little bit more times. And this time, as you inhale, let's take the right hand to the belly, right thumb to the belly button, left hand on the sternum. You can warm it up a little bit. Relax the elbows. Just feel your body. So you're inhaling through your nose into your right hand, into the belly, into the diaphragm. Exhale, 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 exhale. Inhale. Exhale, ribs, sternum, shoulders. Inhale again. belly, ribs, sternum, shoulders. And this time, as you inhale, think about your belly. How is your belly feeling this morning? So each time you inhale, fill up your belly and think about it. Try to relax the belly. A lot of people hold a lot of tension in their stomach and their digestive system. And keep your eyes closed if they're closed. Just wiggle the fingers, wiggle the wrists a little bit. And you can open your eyes. We're going to take, and I'm not mirroring you. I am going up the right side, down the left, which is the way the intestines go in everybody's body. So, right hand down below the belly button, left, especially the 3 fingers, tall fingers, pushing down, just massage a little bit below your belly button. Just make a little circles. Just feel how that feels. Close your eyes. Put some pressure and feel how that feels today, right now. And we're going to start to put a little bit of pressure as your fingers go up and around the belly button. So you're making kind of a small circle circling the belly button. So up on the right side, down on the left. If you want to, you can inhale up on the right side and exhale as your hands go down or below. And you can make your circles a little bigger, but always up on the right side, down on the left. And one more time, up and down. So this time when you do it, if you feel a little bit of tenderness in some place, just stop, massage a little bit. Might be a little bit of gas, and see if you can push it out. Sometimes people get a lot of relief from doing this. And I'll just tell you a story I might have told you before about my mother having a colonoscopy. Just keep doing it if you like, or rest your hands for a little bit. Especially your right hand might be tired. But my mother had a colonoscopy. She went home. She was in New Jersey. I was here. And she called me. She said she's in such pain, gas pains, that she thinks she has to call an ambulance. And I said, Mother, try up on the right side, down on the left. She said, and I did it with her a few times. She said, oh, that'll never help, never help. So we hung up. She called me a few minutes later and said, it worked. So I know for myself, sometimes I have a little bit of pain or a little cramping of some sort, and I do this, it really does help. And this is another thing that you can do in your bed. If you are lying in your bed, and we can rest and relax for a few seconds. And I hope you are doing your full body stretches in the bed. If not every day, sometimes. So when you do your full body stretch and you're lying in your bed, your chin is down, but your whole spine is as aligned as it can be. And then you rest and do that 3 times. Many doctors and PTs say this is the way, this is a wonderful way to help your posture and help your alignment. So we can just do it here. Bring your heels out. We're sitting in the chair. Of course, it's not as good, but it's pretty good. And we can do it against the wall a little later. So your nice big stretch. And inhale, relax. All righty. So that up on the right side, down on the left, that can help. Babies with colic, and you always do it that way, up on the babies, if the baby's lying down, up on the right side, down on the left, always that direction. All right, so feel your sitting bones. Just rock back and forth. And rest. So close your eyes, just even from that little bit of rocking, how balanced do you feel today? Just give yourself kind of an idea of where you are balance-wise. With this heat and the humidity, and I think the air quality, I think maybe it's affecting us in many ways, and balance might be part of it. All right, so let's take our hands to the hips, just kind of make L's, and just feel where, when you go back and forth on your sitting bones, kind of feel your hip flexors working. And you're still pretty much sitting how you were. The feet don't move, the knees are still pointing forward. And we're gonna come forward, 2, 3, 4, and the head goes down to the chest, and your head goes back up as you inhale. Forward with the chin, exhale, 2, 3, 4, and up. And one more time, feel your hip flexors working. You're just folding at the waist. Okay, wiggle, wiggle. Okay, so we're gonna do the wrist, elbow, and shoulder rolls. So you can hold your arm if you like. Start with your right hand. Right thumb is out, and start to make your circles. So you're pushing down, pretend you have chalk on the thumb. Follow with your eyes, good for your eye muscles to follow your thumb as you're making big, and now the other direction. You're making big circles, biggest circles you can make on the chalkboard with the chalk on your thumb. And relax. Now you should feel some work already. I'm feeling that for sure. Okay, so we'll go to the other side, do the other wrist. You can hold your arm if you like. Try to have your arm parallel to the floor. Left thumb is out, you're sitting straight and tall. Engage the abs, shoulders back and down. So again, you're following your thumb with your eyes. Face is not moving, just the eye muscles. And you're really trying to work the wrists. And the wrist should be tired, even after just doing 4 in one direction, 4 in the other. Your wrist should be tired. Okay, nice and slow, relax. Okay, so now we're gonna hold the right upper arm with the left hand. You're holding a tray with your right hand. So your right hand is as parallel to the floor as it can be. And you've created a right angle here. So with the inside of the wrist, you're starting to make your circles. Maybe this is, I like to say, finger paint, cool and gooey. And then the other direction. And interesting to note which way you tend to start. So hold your left arm, hold the tray with your flat as it can be right now, left hand, and just notice which direction you started, clockwise or counterclockwise. And feel your elbows. This is for the elbow muscles. Maybe you're hearing a little crunching as I am. Okay, so I'm not sure which side I started on with my right arm, but okay, so we're going to walk forward a little bit. So let's just do that for a second. So go back and forth on the sitting bones. Now start to go forward, 2, 3, 4, where you're almost at the very edge of the chair, and then back, 2, 3, 4, and again forward, 2, 3, 4, and stop. So wiggle the toes, stomp the feet a little bit. Put the toes as long and as flat as they can be, and they are slightly pigeon-toed, engaging more of the muscles inside the legs, the thighs. Okay, we're going to do our swimming. So we're going to start with your right arm going back, elbows up, you're looking way over to the right, and scoop the water. Other arm goes back, you're doing a nice crawl, getting ready for the Olympics. Inhale on one side, exhale on the other, or blow. Four times. And sit up. And feel your shoulders. How are they feeling? Of course, you've gone through your body. You've examined yourself this morning mentally. And if this didn't work for you, you just don't do it, or you modify it for yourself. Okay, we're going to do the back stroke. Start with the left hand this time. Follow the left hand, scoop the water as the other arm goes back, and you might have to move your chair. Figure out your breath. Okay, very nice. Maybe your pillow. If you have a pillow behind you, maybe it fell off the chair. That's okay. All righty. So I'm going to come forward, walking my tush forward a little bit more, lifting my toes, just slap the toes, the feet down a little bit. We're going to do the breaststroke. So still, your feet are forward, your knees are forward, facing forward. Backs of the hands together. Sit up straight and tall, take a nice breath and push. Bring your hands together with the breath. And as you say push, you know when to exhale. Push. One more time. Push. And forward. Okay. Shake your head. No, no, no. Come up. Chin is on the chest. If you were as forward as I was. Okay, we'll do, still working on the shoulders. So we're going to do some swims. Side strokes. Okay, so we will start. You can start how you want to. I'm going to start going up with my left, your left. Take a breath in, up. And bring the flowers together. And then go to the other side. When you open, you inhale. And you exhale as you bring the hands together. One more time on the right. And together. Very nice. Okay, so get yourself together. Relax yourself a little bit. Close your eyes. Feel what you're feeling. Okay, we're going to do the figure 4. So we will start with your left, lifting up your left leg, putting the ankle not on the patella, not on the knee. We don't touch joints. We try not to. So your left ankle is on the right thigh. And if you can see the sole of your foot, your knee is probably a little lower. But you just get it wherever it can go today, right now. Okay? So, we're looking at the sole if you can. Let's put our hands around. We're going to interlace the fingers around the left knee. Not touching the knee. Take a breath and draw in the leg and push down on the quad as you inhale. And again, draw it in. Feel what you're feeling. Now, if you have any hamstring issues, you be very careful because this is a nice stretch for the hamstrings. And down. Try to keep the toes and foot relaxed. Feel how that feels. And you can massage a little bit. And then relax the leg. Close your eyes. Feel what you're feeling. And we're going to do something we haven't done before. We're going to weave the fingers into the toes. So, I'm trying to get the fingers as close to and far down as they can go on the foot. Okay? On the toes. So just feel how that feels. Go around a few times. My teacher used to call this a coffee grinder. And you're feeling your ankles working. Just rest. And let's push down with the toes and back. You can use your other hand. Down and back. And this may be quite a challenge for you. Okay? See if you can really spread the fingers apart. So you're spreading the toes apart and let your hand come out. Okay, I know that was probably a big challenge for a lot of you. But that's a good thing to do. And I'm always telling my manicurist, pedicurist to do things like that. Okay, so now we're going to rock the baby. The foot goes in the crook. So this is your left foot in the crook of the right arm. The outside of your left thigh is in the other crook. And you can interlace your fingers, rethread. We'll talk about that after. See if you can sit up straight and tall and rock your baby. So that was about 8 times. And hug your baby and let the baby go down to the other leg. Just rest, feel what you're feeling. I know you're feeling your hamstrings. Okay, we're gonna take a nice big breath through the nose and walk the fingers down your right leg. Take another breath and exhale down a little lower. Keep it low. And one more time, way down. Shake your head, no, no, no. Feel what you're feeling in your left upper leg. I know you're feeling you're feeling your hamstrings. I know that. Okay, chin is on the chest. Walk the fingers up the right leg. When they get to the knee, shoulders go back and down. Chin is still on the chest, and the head is the last to come up. So very gingerly, with care, put your foot down and step out a little bit. The other foot might be sticking to the mat, as mine is, with a little bit of effort. And just feel your body, feel the differences between the worked leg and the less worked leg that now we're going to work. So lift up your right knee, put the right ankle on the left quad, as far kind of in the middle of your left quad if you can. And of course, one side is different. One side will be easier to move and feel better today than the other side, and that's the way it is. Okay, so you're looking at the sole of your foot if you can, and your knee will go down, your leg will be more parallel to the floor if you can see the bottom of your sole. All righty, so we'll interlace the fingers, and if you can, if you've been with me for the almost 3 years it is, maybe you know how to, I hope you know how to interlace the opposite way. So if you want to, you can do that. We're going to take a nice breath and hug your baby. And push down. And interlace your fingers up and down. And one more time up. So how are the hamstrings on this leg? Give a little massage there. Be cautious, be gentle. Go to the edge of where you can go today. Okay, don't try to overdo. All right, so I'm going to do the interlacing the fingers through the toes. And of course, one foot is different than the other. The toes are different. Even your fingers are different, of course. So do the best you can. Try to pull the fingers down as close to the base of the toes as you can. Give a kind of a hello. You can like a handshake here. And we'll do the coffee grinding. So round and around. 4 times one direction, 4 times the other. This helps your hands too, your fingers. Okay, so we're going to push the toes away and pull them back. And then push and back one more time. Push and back. Okay. Close your eyes, feel how that feels. And see if you can spread the fingers on this hand and these toes, and then pull the hand away. Okay, just feel what you're feeling. And we'll rock the baby on this side. So the foot goes in the crook of the arm. The other is at the inside of the other arm, and just rock your baby. Feel those hamstrings. So you don't have to rock. You can just hold it still and giving a little bit of stretch to the hamstrings, and then relax. And then pull in again. You can rock if you like to do that. But be very gentle with your body. Respect your body, how it is today. Okay, so place the ankle back on the left thigh. Just feel yourself. How you doing? And we'll take a nice big breath and start to fold forward. You're folding, you're not humping your back, you're keeping your spine straight. And the fingers go down the left shin. Take a breath. So people with high blood pressure, glaucoma, you be careful. You probably don't want to move your head any farther than this. The head should not be below the heart if you have those conditions. But for the rest of us, we can fold forward. Take another breath. And one more time. Feel what you're feeling. You're probably feeling a lot of pressure in the right hamstrings. Be careful. And then we're going to chin is on the chest. We're starting to walk the fingers up. The hands get to the knees. The shoulders go back and down. And the head is the last to come up. Very nice. Place your foot on the floor. Very, very nice. All right, just feel your body. How are you doing? All right. So we're going to do something. We're going to get up from the chair the way we do. But we're going to do a little addition to the getting up. So when you can see your toes, that is not the best place for your feet when you want to get up, because you can imagine that your body, your tush, with the weight in the back, can land up on the floor. So we bring the feet back so the heels are under the middle or so of the thighs. Just rock back and forth and feel what you're feeling. Okay, so now you probably are putting a little pressure on your knees. People who have knee replacements or knee issues, you be careful doing this. Maybe this is not for you. Okay, so what we're going to do is the first one, we're just going to have our hands on the quads. Taking a nice big breath through the nose if you can. Nose goes over toes. Toes are as flat and straight as they can be. And when you can, see if you can get your belly to touch your thumbs. And keep the heels down. The heels want to come up. Okay, so see if you can push, push, push on the feet, push on the heels. So you are up, you're looking like this. Okay, and then slowly, one vertebra at a time, with the knees soft, you come up. All right, so what we're going to add here is, and of course your chair is right here, and maybe your wall is, the chair is against the wall, and that's great. You can always use the chair. See if you can lift up, knees are soft, bounce a little bit. See if you can lift up one knee, just for a few seconds. Then the other knee. Do a squat. And then sit down. using your hand if you need it, which is great. So of course, as I try to say all the time, if you can push your chair against something that is not moving, so a piece of furniture, a sofa, a wall, you are safer. Okay? So get your feet back in the position. Just rock back and forth. How was that for you? How was your balance? Just those quick knees up. All righty, let's do Aladdin. Notice which arm is on top. And notice if that arm is always on top. This is always the way, mostly the way I do it. All righty, so engage your abs, shoulders back and down. Start to come forward, push on the feet, feel the feet working. Feet are so important. Feel the toe pads working, okay? So when your belly is as in your lap as it can be, and your nose is way over your toes, and you have shifted your center of gravity, lift up your bum and come up. Okay, bounce. And if you want to keep your hands in the Aladdin, that's fine. Find a place to stare at as you lift one leg for a few seconds, and then the other leg, and then a squat. And feel the chair with the back of your legs, if you can, which I can. Take a breath, and if you want to, of course, use a hand, maybe the other hand that you didn't use before, and come down. Okay, get yourself together. All right, we'll just do it one more time with the opposite arm on top for Aladdin. So get yourself together in this position. Feel your heels. Push on the heels. Lift the toes up. Push on the heels. Now push on the toe pads and the balls of the feet. Really push so your heels are up. And then come back down. So now you're going to try to use, let's go to the outsides of the feet and then the insides of the feet. You might have to move your feet a little bit so your knees can be accommodated. Okay, so you're in your other Aladdin arm with the other arm on top. Take a breath forward with the elbows. Feel the toe pads. Maybe the toes want to move a little bit to straighten up a little. Okay, take a breath. Your nose is over your toes. Belly is in the lap as much as it can be, and then tush comes up. Stay. And then push, 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 push. On the feet, on the heels. Bounce on the knees a little bit. Find your place to stare at. It certainly helps. Helps me. Relax your shoulders. Take a breath. And lift up one leg. And down. And other leg. And down. Squat. And then we'll just stay standing up. Lift up your arms. Let your arms go out. And shake out. Let's do a little shaking out here. All right, so we will. I'm going to move my chair. I'm going to go to the wall, if you like, or freestanding. We're going to do standing mountain pose. So, toes are slightly pigeon-toed. If you're against using the wall, you are a good 2-3 inches. Your heels are away from the wall. Okay, keeps your alignment better. Your toes are facing forward or slightly pigeon-toed. Your knees are in the same direction as your toes. Bounce, feel yourself. Okay, back of the skull goes against the wall. Pelvic girdle is against the wall. Elbows are against the wall. Shoulder blades are against the wall. So feel what you're feeling. Maybe you can't get your head against the wall today, right now. It will help you. If you can't get your head against the wall, it will certainly help to do those stretches in the bed. So as I say, it doesn't have to be when you're waking up. It can be any time in the day. Lie on a sofa, lie on the floor if you can, lie on your bed. Beds are great for doing lots of yoga. Okay, really good stretching. All right, so let's bring your left arm up. See if you can walk the hands, the back of the fingernails up, and then one hand and then the other. And open up the legs a little bit more and give a big, we don't lock knees, so keep the knees soft, keep the elbows soft, but a really, really good stretch. And relax. We'll do one more of these. So your head is against the wall, chin is parallel to the floor, backs of the hands are against the wall if you are against the wall. If you're in your bed, you know how this feels. It's great. And come back. All right. So one thing we haven't done for a while is the grapevine and sidestepping. So here you are, standing mountain pose against the wall, 3 inches away from the wall with your feet. So now pull your torso away, put one hand, the hand that's going to go, because your body's going to go that way. So that hand. So take a breath and we're going to side together, side together, side together, side together, and back. And if you don't need to hold on, don't hold on. Okay, one more time. And give a little pep to your step. Bend a little bit. Okay, now we're going to do the grapevine. So again, use your hand on the wall if you want to. You're going to step behind, step in front, step behind, step in front. Start with the other leg, the other foot, step behind, step in front, step behind, step in front. Okay, just shake out a little bit. All right, very nice. All right, so I'm going to do a few exercises with the chair, and then we will sit and do other things. Okay, so you are about arm's length away from your chair. Just bounce a little bit, close your eyes, relax your shoulders, wiggle the toes, make them as straight as they can be. Okay, so let's step out. We're just going to do really one thing here. So elbows are soft, elbows are facing each other. Brace your abs. I'm going to start with, I'm starting with my hand This is my right hand. I'm gonna take a breath. I'm gonna bring the arm up with a nice big inhale and then through the needle. So my right knee came forward, my left knee stayed still. I can feel, now here again, we're feeling the hamstrings. So we're gonna go up, left knee comes out, you look to the right, and then arm goes through the needle. So you're working your legs as you're going through the needle. We'll do that one more time. Up, and rest. Come forward with the right leg, back with the left. Do a little bit of runner stretch. So in this case, my right foot is forward, my left foot is back. I'm really stretching the left calf muscles, and I can also feel some work in the upper leg. Okay, come forward. Let's go back with the other leg for the runner stretch here. Bend the forward knee. Keep the toes straight as they can be. You're looking forward. Feet, toes are forward, knees are forward. Okay, so we'll just thread the needle on the other side. So take a breath, I'm bringing my left arm up, I'm looking to the left, and then I'm going through the needle. Left knee comes forward, right goes back. So up and exhale. One more time, up and exhale. And come forward, get yourself together. Put the chair against the wall again. Stand in front. Feel the chair with the back of your legs. You're standing as straight and tall as you can. Knees are soft, bounce. Toes are forward, knees are forward. Sternum is forward. Everything is facing forward. Push the head back a little bit. Take a breath. Find the chair with the other hand that you don't typically use and sit. Okay? So you can have your cushion behind you or not. All right. So we're going to do a few things here. Just rest. Feel yourself. Maybe you're a little bit sweaty. I am. So maybe 2 breaths. And at this point, we can do cooling breaths. So the cooling breath, and we have done this before. You curl your tongue if you can. And as we've discussed, curling tongue is genetic. Some people can do it, 25% of people can't. So if you can, curl your tongue, make like a straw, and stick out the tongue. Okay? If you can't, if you are one of those 25%, you'll just have you'll inhale through the mouth and you'll exhale through the nose. Okay? The same way we are, but we're using the tongue more as a straw. Okay? So, curl the tongue, roll the tongue, and stick it out, and inhale over the tongue. So you're inhaling with your mouth. And close the lips, exhale through the nose. And again, curl the tongue, And exhale through the nose. One more time. And exhale through the nose. Feel your tongue. And your tongue should feel cool, and that is called cooling breath. And meanwhile, we haven't tested our hydration. So let's, with one hand or the other, squeeze your nose. Let go. If any part of your nostril sticks to itself inside, you are slightly dehydrated. So catch up on your water. Try to drink a cup of water before you even have breakfast. Try to drink a cup of water after dinner. I know a lot of people are concerned about liquid consumption after dinner, but anyway, that's one way. The other way is to get the lip. See if it sticks to the upper gum. If it sticks, you are probably slightly dehydrated. All right, so I'm gonna do the eye. I'm trying to disperse the fluid under the eyes. In other words, try to reduce the pools that are under your eyes, okay? So I'm going to use the ring fingers at the eyebrows, the middle part of the eyebrows, the bushy part. And we're going to go along the eyebrows very, very lightly, so lightly. And then under the eyes. Around. Always in this direction. So eyebrows and then under toward the nose. That was 3. And 4. Breathe how you will. We'll do about 8. You're just touching so lightly. Let the hands go to your quads. Close your eyes. Feel a little bit of tingling. It's a tiny bit of tingling. And I do think that that's dispersing the fluids that are under there. Okay, so same fingers, in the ring fingers that are the weakest of your fingers, up. You feel that bushy part of your eyebrow, and we're going to go down the side of the nose and flick toward the temples. Flick. Do about 8 of these. Very lightly again. And rest. Just feel a little bit of tingling. And now with your index fingers, we're going to go back to the bushy part of your eyebrows and make little circles, really pushing this time, because those are pressure points. You breathe through your nose, and you can just push and breathe. Inhale. And relax and exhale. One more time, push and inhale. And exhale. Hands go to your lap. Just feel what you're feeling in your face. Just going to imagine as you're breathing, imagine that your fingers very lightly are brushing your forehead. The right fingers go to the right and the left fingers go to the left. Imagine how that feels. Imagine that your ring fingers are making circles very, very lightly on your cheeks. And bring your ring fingers together in the middle of your forehead at the hairline. And start to go down the sides of your face as lightly as you can. And your temples, in front of your ears, down your cheeks, down your chin, down your jawbones. And just rest for a few seconds. We'll have about 30 seconds of relaxation. Close your eyes if you like. Take your hands in mudra if you like. Seal of energy. And enjoy this peace. Hands together a little bit, get a little bit of warmth. Cup your hands over your eyes. Open your eyes very gingerly. Let the daylight come into your eyes. Let the fingers go down and hands around. Look up at the ceiling, palms together. And bring your hands down to your heart. Notice you're feeling the beating of your own heart. Say namaste to each other. The Zoom yoga community. Look down at yourself. Say namaste to yourself. Thank yourself for taking the time to get stronger, better balanced. And as I say, I hope you are feeling better when you leave than when you came. Namaste.